Hello everyone, here is French Mirage and I hope you're doing well. Today we are reviewing special figure. This is not Hasbro Transformers, actually is the Dinoster Quantum Heroes Mosa Storm. This is a quite big figure. This figure reminds me a lot of Gundam or Macross Valkyrie, the armored one particularly, because this design is more reminiscent of Macross and manga style rather than the Transformers other styles. For comparison, Mosa Storm next to Commander Class Magmatron, next to Deluxe Class figure. As you can see, this figure is quite big. Regarding accessories, Mosa Storm comes with a tail that can be held by a retractable handle and store as a normal tail. As you can see, the figure is very massive and imposing, especially with all the accessories put on the arms and legs. Regarding the Mosasaur's head, I would have liked to have the possibility to store it on the back. Unfortunately, there's nothing to do so. So what I do is I'm using the holes on the right side of the backpack to store it, and it's quite discreet, not too intrusive, and it doesn't hamper the mobility of the arms. Other than that, you can store all the accessories on the whole body of Mosa Storm. Regarding the tail, you can also heal the tail as weapons such a mace or a sword. But you can also pivot the pin in order to make the tail seem like an extension of his arm. If we remove the drill on his shoulder, we can make them hold like guns. Actually, regarding the show, it's more like a harpoon than a drill. So immediately what we can see is this figure is lacking of bicep swivel, but it's not a problem because with the mobility of the shoulder you can perform a butterfly so that it can point at the target anyway, even if there's no bicep swivel. Concerning the light piping, this figure is excellent. I never seen a figure with such a good one. You really have the impression that there is a lead inside the head. This is the same for the one into the Mosasaur head. Look at that. It really seems like there was a battery inside the head with a LED inside. But trust me, it's not the case at all. It's just plastic that's capturing the light. Now that we have the figure without all the accessories, we can just focus on the articulation and one particularity of this one. If you handle it and you begin to shake it a little bit or very strongly, you will see that all the limbs are dangling but still the ratchets are quite effective. It's very paradoxal, but on one hand you have ratchets absolutely everywhere, quite good, but in any ratchet you have a lot of play. So it is weird to explain. It is very precise. You can hear all the clicks. There is ratchet almost everywhere, but the play inside the ratchets is very important. Even if the springs inside the ratchets are very good. Actually, the ratchets are more solid than any Hasbro figure, except maybe the Commander class Magmatron. But there is a lot of play inside. I think the reason for that is that it's first of all a toy, so designed to play, and not a collector figure. So this toy is still very detailed, very nice, looks really fantastic, but it's still a toy. Okay, so playability first, technicity and high engineering in second. Quite far from the concept of Transformers, but as playability, I think for the price, it's a very good bargain, because I remind you that the cost of this figure is the cost of a deluxe, and it's bigger than a Commander one, or at least as big as a Commander. Now, a special feature that is not in the instructions. If you look at the back of the Mosasaur's limb, you can see a little groove that, in my opinion, is designed to hold the blade in order to replicate the sword moving out of his arm, as you can see on the picture. Transformation is very simple, very intuitive, nothing really involved or engineered. Everything is locking in place and very secure. So it's not demanding to be performed. You don't need 10 minutes to go from vehicle mode to robot mode. Once finished, we have a very nice tank, a sort of armored personal carrier with 6 wheels, which are rolling very well, very effective. I love the design, and again the colors are very good. You can equip this tank with 2 drillers with a soft rubber at the edge. Actually, regarding the show, it is harpoon in order to capture other dinosaurs, but I don't really bother with that. The tail is also fitted with that kind of rubber plastic, but it's very thick and so very resistant. Regarding the clear plastic accessories, they are very strong and very sturdy. I don't think it's gonna break this time. If you equip all the tank with the accessories in order to reach the Mosa Storm mode, you are left with a very big figure. It's funny to see how some accessory can widen just a tank, compact tank, and transform it in a big mechanical dinosaur. You can see compared to Deluxe, or even compared to Commander class Magmatron, this Mosasaur is massive, really big, very imposing. To finish with my impressions, as you can see on the picture, you can pose this figure in a lot of position. The color pops and the appearance can be very menacing. Even if Mosa Storm is not a character by itself, it's still a very pleasant robot and very nice to play with. I hope you enjoyed this review. Take care and bye bye!